Hi friends, welcome to our Cozy Corner. English Unlock the Oral Mastery. Think of this as your daily dose of inspiration, where learning English feels like a breeze and improving your life feels like home. I am Daniel, your host on this journey, and I am so happy to be here with you today.
And I am Jenny. Welcome, everyone. This is the place where we learn real English from real talk. We take big ideas and make them simple, and we take hard English and make it easy. It is truly wonderful to share this deep dive with you.
It really is. You know, today feels like a really good day. The sun is shining. I have my coffee right here, and I am just ready to chat. But before we get into our main topic for this deep dive, and it is a really good one today, we always have to do our warm-up.
We do. We have to get comfortable first.
Exactly. We have to get comfortable. So tell me, how was your morning? Was it a busy start or more of a calm one?
It was a lovely morning, actually. A little bit busy, but good busy. I mean, I woke up, had my coffee.
Coffee is mandatory.
Oh, absolutely mandatory. I did some reading and just prepared for our conversation today. I really like to have a slow start to the day. What about you? Did you have a productive morning?
Well, productive is a tricky word for me today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I started well. I really did. I went to the gym early. I lifted some weights. I felt strong, you know. I felt like a superhero for a minute.
That sounds very productive so far.
Right. Then I came home, I showered, and I sat down to answer some work emails. I was feeling very efficient, but I must make a confession.
A confession? Oh, I love confessions. This sounds interesting. What happened? Did you eat an entire cake for breakfast?
No cake.
Yeah.
But maybe something worse. I sat down for just a minute to take a break, just a tiny break. I picked up my phone, and suddenly I looked at the clock, and I had spent 30 minutes, 30, watching a video of a cat playing a piano.
Oh, no. A cat playing the piano for 30 entire minutes.
I know.
Was it at least a good song?
Honestly, it was amazing. The cat was wearing this little tie. It was very cute. But when I actually looked at the clock,
Yeah.
I felt a little sick. I realized I had just lost half an hour. Just poof, gone. I felt a little bit bad about it.
I think we all know that exact feeling. You were having fun, sure, but you were also, how do I say this nicely, wasting a bit of time.
Exactly. I was wasting time. I wasn't resting, and I wasn't working. I was just stuck in a hole. And that actually leads us directly into our theme for today's deep dive.
It does.
It is a very important topic for English learners and really for anyone who just wants a better life. Today, we are exploring the idea, value your time.
Value your time. It is a strong phrase. It sounds so simple, right? But it is actually quite deep. We really need to unpack this. When you say value, what does that word mean to you?
That is a great question. To value something means to treat it like it is expensive, like it is precious. Imagine you have a gold ring. You don't just throw it in the trash can.
No.
You keep it safe. You clean it. You value it. But with our time, we often treat it like garbage. We just throw it away on cat videos.
That is such a powerful point. We protect our money. We lock our doors to protect our houses, but we do not always protect our time. And to help everyone understand this better, I have a little visualization.
Okay, I love these.
I want everyone listening to close their eyes for just a second, unless you are driving, of course. If you are driving, please keep your eyes on the road.
Yes, safety first, always. But if you are on the bus or sitting on your sofa, go ahead and close your eyes.
Okay. Imagine a water bottle. A clear plastic bottle filled with fresh, clean water. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. It is full right to the top. It looks really refreshing.
Good. Now imagine that this water is your time for today. You only have the water that is in that specific bottle. There is no tap to get more. There is no river. Once the bottle is empty, that is it. The day is over.
Wow. That is a little bit scary. It means our supply is strictly limited. We cannot just go buy more time at the store.
Exactly. Now imagine you take the lid off that bottle, you turn it upside down, and you pour a little bit of water right onto the floor. Splash. It hits the ground. It spreads out all over the dirt. Can you drink that water later?
No way. It is on the floor. It is dirty and gone. It is completely wasted.
Precisely. That is exactly what happened with your Pat video. When we use our time on things that do not help us grow or things that do not help us truly rest, we are just pouring our life on the floor.
Wow.
We are emptying the bottle, but we are not getting any hydration from it.
That is such a powerful picture. I was literally just pouring my water on the floor. Clash, clash, play. But I have a question about this. Does this mean we have to be working every single second of the day? Because that sounds totally exhausting. If I have to value every single drop, I will be so stressed.
No, absolutely not. Valuing time does not mean working all day long. This is where we need to learn a very important vocabulary word for this deep dive. The word is intentional.
Intentional. That is a great word. Let's break it down for everyone. It comes from the word intention.
Yeah.
It means doing something on purpose, not by accident.
Right. Being intentional is the exact opposite of being accidental. Let's look at the difference. If you say to yourself, I am tired, so I am going to sit on the sofa and watch a movie to relax, is that wasting time?
No. That sounds like a clear plan. I am choosing to relax.
Yeah.
I am drinking the water from my bottle to refresh myself.
Exactly. That is intentional rest. You chose it, it has a purpose, and the purpose is to relax your mind. But what if you pick up your phone just to check one single email?
I know where this is going.
And suddenly 2 hours have passed. You were just scrolling and scrolling. You see some bad news. You see silly videos. You see photos of people you don't even know. And after 2 hours, you feel tired and sad. Was that intentional?
No way. That was a total accident. I didn't plan to do that. It just happened to me.
That is the difference. That accidental scrolling is what I call a time thief.
A time thief. That sounds dramatic, like a villain in a comic book or a movie. The time thief.
It is dramatic, but it is very true. A thief steals from you. When you get stuck in that scrolling trance, the time thief is stealing your life. He is taking your water, pouring it on the floor, and giving you absolutely nothing back.
He steals your precious minutes, and he doesn't even say thank you. This is a big
Yes.
problem for English learners too, isn't it?
It is a massive problem. Many learners tell me they just don't have time to study English. They say they are too busy. But then I look at their phone usage, and the time thief has stolen 2 hours a day on social media alone.
Ouch. That hurts because it is so true. So how do we actually fight this thief? How do we stop pouring our water on the floor?
The first and most important step is to stop being vague.
Vague. Let's spell that out for our listeners. V-A-G-U-E. Vague. It means unclear. Foggy. Not specific at all.
Yes, perfectly explained. If you say to yourself, I will study English today, that is very vague. It is too big and blurry. The time thief loves vague plans.
Why does he love them?
Because when you do not know exactly what to do, it is incredibly easy to hesitate. And when you hesitate, what do? You pick up your phone.
That makes total sense. If I just say I will study, I might sit down, look at my giant textbook, feel completely overwhelmed, and then just watch the cat video instead.
Exactly. So to value your time, you must be specific. Instead of saying, I will study English, you say, I will learn 3 new words, or I will listen to 1 10-minute audio clip. That is a clear plan. That is intentional.
I like that a lot. I will learn 3 words. It is small, it is clear,
Yeah.
and I know I can do it. I can drink that water. I do not have to pour it on the floor.
Precisely. And this leads us to our next big idea. Because even if we are intentional, we are all still very busy people. We have jobs, we have families, we have chores to do around the house. How do we actually fit English into a busy day?
This is the #1 complaint I hear from people. They say, I have a job, I have kids, I have to cook dinner. I'm simply too busy to learn a language.
I completely understand that feeling. It is very real. But I want to tell you a story about a friend of mine. She is what I would call a supermom. She has 3 children, a full-time demanding job, and a very busy house. But her English is amazing. She speaks fluently, she uses great vocabulary, and she sounds very natural.
Wow. Okay, I have to guess here. Does she stay up until 2 in the morning studying thick grammar books? Or maybe she has a secret time machine.
No time machine, and definitely no staying up late. She values her sleep too much. She does not have big blocks of free time. She never has an hour to just sit at a quiet desk. Instead, she uses something I call pocket time.
Pocket time, that is a cute name. What does that mean? Is it time you literally keep in your pants?
In a way, yes. Think about it. Imagine you put your hand in your pocket right now. What do you find? Maybe a little bit of dust, maybe an old receipt,
Yeah, usually lint.
but often you find coins. Small change. 5 cents here, 10 cents there.
Okay, I'm imagining the coins. They are very small. You really cannot buy much with just 5 cents.
Right. And time works the exact same way. We have big bills like a whole hour or a free afternoon, but we also have these time coins. 5 minutes waiting for the bus, 10 minutes washing the dishes, 3 minutes waiting for your coffee to brew in the morning. These are very small moments.
I see the connection now. Most people, and definitely including me, we treat those small time coins like they're just trash. We think, oh, it is only 3 minutes. I cannot do anything important in 3 minutes. So we just stand there or we check the phone again.
Exactly. We throw those precious coins right in the trash. But my friend, the busy mom, she collects them. She understands that if you collect enough of those small coins, eventually you have $1. And if you collect enough dollars, you can buy something very big.
So by collecting these tiny scattered minutes, she essentially buys her English fluency.
Yes. She told me her secret strategy. When she is cooking dinner, maybe she is just chopping carrots for 10 minutes. She listens to an English audio during that time. That is 10 solid minutes of listening practice. Her hands are busy chopping, but her ears are completely free.
That is so smart. She has to chop the carrots anyway. Why not use her ears while she does it?
Exactly. Or when she is waiting in the car to pick up her kids from school, maybe she only waits for 5 minutes. She does not scroll on social media. She opens a flashcard app on her phone and reviews 10 new words.
That is pocket time in action. Taking those dead, boring moments and bringing them to life.
It is all about changing your mindset. You do not need a perfect time to study. You do not need a perfectly quiet room and an empty desk. You just need the 3 minutes while you wait for the microwave to beep.
This feels very liberating. Liberating means it makes you feel free. It frees you from that heavy excuse of, I do not have time. Because we all have pocket time.
We all wait. Every single day, we wait in line at the grocery store. We wait for the elevator to arrive. We wait for the computer to turn on. These are all hidden opportunities.
But I have to ask about this. If I am doing English every single time I have a spare minute, won't I get completely bored? Won't it just feel like extra work? I want my life to be fun.
This is the crucial part. For this strategy to actually work long-term, it absolutely must be fun. You have to enjoy it.
Fun is mandatory. I really like that rule.
It is mandatory. If English feels like a punishment, if it feels like eating vegetables you hate, your brain will just run away. Your brain is smart. It avoids pain and boredom. If you try to force yourself to read a boring grammar book while you wait for the bus, you will stop doing it after 2 days.
You are so right about that. The brain will just say, no thanks. I highly prefer the piano cat video.
Exactly. So you have to trick your brain, or rather treat your brain well.
Yeah.
How did you get so comfortable speaking English? Did you just sit and study dry textbooks all day?
No, definitely not. I am a huge music lover. I learned so much of my English by singing songs in the shower. I would put on my favorite rock bands, print out the lyrics beforehand, and just scream them at the top of my lungs while I washed my hair.
I absolutely love that image. But think about it carefully. Were you studying in those moments?
No, I was performing. I was a rock star in my bathroom. I was just playing. But the crazy thing is, I learned pronunciation. I learned natural slang. I learned the rhythm of the language.
And that is the secret. You were not wasting time. You were investing time. But because it felt like play, it was easy. That is exactly how you win against the time thief.
So for the people listening right now, maybe it is not singing in the shower. Maybe it is watching football with English commentary instead of their native language. Or maybe it is reading a comic book they already love.
Yes. Connect English to the things you already love doing. If you love cooking, watch recipe videos in English. If you love scary stories, listen to a horror mystery in English. When you do that, you stop counting the minutes. You are just living your normal life, but you are doing it in English.
This shifts the whole perspective. It goes from, I have to study, which feels heavy, to I get to do something fun, which feels light.
Exactly. And that makes the pocket time so easy to use. You actually look forward to those 5 minutes waiting for the bus because you get to hear the next part of your story.
Okay, so let's recap what we have covered so far. We have the water bottle, which reminds us that time is strictly limited. We have intentionality, which is doing things on purpose. We have the time thief, which is that vague, accidental scrolling. And we have pocket time, which is collecting the small coins of time throughout the day.
That is a perfect summary. But there is one more piece of the puzzle we need to cover. And it is maybe the most important one of all. It is about rest.
Rest. This is a genuinely hard one for me.
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier that I felt really guilty about watching that cat video. And honestly, sometimes when I just sit on the sofa and do absolutely nothing, I feel a lot of guilt. I feel like I should be working or doing something productive.
That guilt is very common. Modern life makes us think we must always be busy. But does valuing time really mean working every single minute of the day?
Well, my brain always says yes, but my body definitely says no.
Your body is right. Rest is not wasting time. I want to repeat that because it is vital. Rest is not wasting time. In fact, if you try to work every single minute, you are actually devaluing your time.
That sounds completely backward. How does working too much devalue my time?
Let's use another analogy to make it clear. Think of your brain like a smartphone battery.
Okay, I'm looking at my phone right now. It is at 80%. The little icon is green.
Good. When your battery is green, the phone is fast, Apps open quickly, the screen is bright, everything works perfectly. But what happens when you use the phone all day long and never plug it in to charge it?
It goes down into the red zone, like 10%. The screen gets dim and everything gets really slow and glitchy.
Exactly. Your brain works the exact same way. If you use your brain all day and never stop to charge it by resting, you enter the mental red zone. And working in the red zone is a massive waste of time.
Because you are just too slow.
Yes. Can you give us some example from your own life? Have you ever tried to work in the red zone?
Oh yes, I have a perfect story for this actually. A few weeks ago, I tried to write this really important work email at 1 in the morning. I was so tired my eyes were burning. It took me a full hour. I just stared at the glowing screen. I was confused. I kept deleting sentences. And honestly, the email was terrible.
So you spent one whole hour, you poured all that water out of your bottle, and you got nothing good in return.
Correct. But here's the crazy part. I gave up, went to sleep. And the next morning after I rested, I wrote that exact same email in 10 minutes. And it was perfect.
See, at 1 in the morning, your battery was completely dead. It took 60 minutes to do bad work. But in the morning, your battery was fully charged and green. It took only 10 minutes to do excellent work.
So sleeping was actually a productivity strategy.
Yes. Rest charges the battery. When you are fully charged, you are faster, you are smarter. And you learn English so much better. You retain the words you practice.
That makes me feel so much better about sitting on the sofa. So we really just need a routine that includes everything. Work, English, fun, and genuine rest.
It is all about balance. You do not need to be a perfect machine. You just need to be a little bit better than you were yesterday.
We want to feel like the coach of our own life, not the enemy. A good coach pushes you, but also tells you to drink water and sit on the bench when you're tired.
Exactly. Be a good coach to yourself. Be kind to yourself.
Well, friends, we have covered a lot of ground today in this deep dive. Water bottles, time thieves, pocket coins, and phone batteries.
We certainly did. And we truly hope these ideas help you value your time today and make your language journey a little bit brighter.
Before we go, we have a little piece of homework for you. But do not worry, it is fun homework.
Yes, we want you to answer 2 quick questions. You can write them down in the comments or just think about them as you go about your day.
Question number 1. What is one time thief in your life right now? Is it social media? Is it staring at the television?
And question number 2, what will you do with your pocket time today? Will you learn just one new word while waiting for the bus?
I really cannot wait to hear what you all come up with. It is always so inspiring.
Thank you so much for investing your time with us here at English Unlocked. You did not waste these last 20 minutes. You invested them in yourself.
Absolutely. Go out there today, be intentional with your bottle of water, collect those coins, and enjoy the journey. See you next time.
Bye. Bye, everyone.